Welcome to House Lux Estate, the channel that provides you with insights into human behavior and personal development. Here at House Lux, we believe in empowering you with knowledge and tips to help navigate life's complexities. We delve into a wide array of topics, from understanding social dynamics to personal growth strategies. Our goal? To inspire change, foster understanding, and ultimately improve lives. In today's video, we will be discussing the 10 reasons people fear standing out from the crowd. The first reason people fear standing out is the fear of criticism. A powerful force. It can make us second-guess our actions, our decisions, and even our worth. We live in a society where everyone has an opinion. The thought of that opinion being negative can be a daunting prospect. It's human nature to want to be liked, to be accepted. So, when we put ourselves out there, we open ourselves up to the scrutiny of others. This scrutiny can be constructive, but it can also be destructive. And it's that destructive criticism that we fear. It's a fear that can hold us back, stopping us from taking risks and pursuing our dreams. It can prevent us from standing out, from being different, from being unique. It can stop us from expressing who we really are. Indeed, the fear of criticism can be a powerful deterrent, preventing us from expressing our true selves. Moving on to the second reason, we have the fear of rejection. It's a primal instinct, deeply ingrained in our DNA, that urges us to stick with the herd for survival. But in today's world, this often translates into a fear of standing out, of being different. We worry that if we show our true colors, if we express our unique thoughts, ideas, or talents, we may face rejection. And rejection hurts. It can sting like a physical wound, making us feel worthless, unlovable, and alone. So to avoid this pain, we hide. We blend in. We play it safe. We refuse to step out of line, even when we know that doing so could lead to incredible things. It's a paralyzing fear, one that can hold us back from reaching our full potential. The fear of rejection, therefore, can trap us within our comfort zones. The third reason is the fear of failure. This fear is something that most of us have experienced at one point or another. It's that nagging voice in the back of your mind, whispering about the risk of embarrassment if you fail or falter in the spotlight. It's the worry that your mistakes will be magnified and the world will see you stumble. The fear of failure can be paralyzing, causing us to shy away from opportunities, keeping us stuck in the comfort zone. It makes us choose safety over the chance of making a mistake, of falling flat on our faces. But remember, every successful person has failed multiple times. It's through these failures that they've learned, grown, and eventually succeeded. Embracing failure as a stepping stone to success can transform the way we approach standing out. As we can see, the fear of failure can be a significant roadblock on the path to standing out. Interestingly, the fourth reason is the fear of success. Now, this one might sound a little counterintuitive. After all, don't most of us dream of achieving success in our personal and professional lives? But here's the thing. Success can be scary. It changes the status quo, thrusts us into the spotlight, and raises the bar of expectations. Imagine for a moment that you've achieved something great, something that makes you stand out from the crowd. Suddenly, you're in uncharted territory, grappling with the pressure of maintaining your success, dealing with the envy of others, and fearing that you might not be able to replicate or sustain your achievement. In essence, the fear of success is a fear of change, a fear of the unknown, and a fear of heightened expectations. It's the worry that success might, in some ways, complicate our lives. Ironically, the fear of success can be as paralyzing as the fear of failure. Halfway through our list, the fifth reason is the fear of the unknown. Now, this is a fear that many of us can relate to. It's that unsettling feeling we experience when we're about to embark on a new journey, step into unfamiliar territory, or make a bold move that sets us apart from the crowd. It's like standing on the edge of a cliff, peering into the abyss, not knowing what lies ahead. This fear of the unknown can be paralyzing. It can stop us from taking risks, from challenging the status quo, from standing out. We often choose the comfort of the familiar rather than embracing the uncertainty that comes with being different. But remember, every great achievement, every innovation, every breakthrough has been the result of someone daring to step into the unknown. The fear of the unknown can indeed keep us from exploring uncharted territories. The sixth reason is the fear of isolation. It's a primal instinct, really. From times immemorial, humans have been social creatures, relying on the collective strength of the tribe for survival. So it's no wonder that the thought of standing apart from the crowd and potentially facing isolation can be deeply unnerving for many. This fear can manifest in subtle ways. Perhaps it's the hesitation to voice a dissenting opinion in a group discussion, or the reluctance to pursue a unique passion that may not be mainstream. After all, being different can sometimes mean feeling alone, but remember, every path of individuality involves some measure of solitude. Yet, it's essential to note that standing out doesn't necessarily mean standing alone. Often it can lead you to find your tribe, people who resonate with your unique perspective or passion. But the fear of isolation can make us conform, even when we yearn to stand out. Moving forward, the seventh reason is the fear of responsibility. This fear is often a major roadblock for many of us when it comes to standing out from the crowd. Responsibility brings with it accountability, and that can be intimidating. When we choose to stand out, we are essentially taking ownership of our actions and their outcomes. This means we cannot hide behind others or pass the blame if things go wrong. It's like being the captain of a ship. If the voyage is successful, you're the hero. But if it goes awry, you're the one who's accountable. This daunting prospect can often deter individuals from taking the helm, keeping them comfortably in the crowd. However, it's important to remember that with great responsibility comes great power, the power to influence, to inspire, and to make a difference. So don't let the fear of responsibility keep you from standing tall. The fear of responsibility can keep us from taking the lead and standing out. The eighth reason is the fear of being judged. This fear is deeply ingrained in our society. It's the fear that if we stand out, if we dare to be different, we'll be scrutinized and found lacking. It's the feeling that every step we take, every decision we make, is under the microscope of public opinion. We worry that our choices will be dissected, our flaws magnified, and our strengths overlooked. We fear that our uniqueness will be seen as oddness, our creativity as impracticality, and our passion as irrationality. We're scared that our individuality will be met with misunderstanding and ridicule rather than acceptance and appreciation. This fear can be paralyzing. It can deter us from taking risks, from pursuing our dreams, from being true to ourselves. But remember, every person who ever made a difference, who ever stood out, faced this fear and overcame it. The fear of being judged can prevent us from revealing our true selves. The penultimate reason is the fear of change. It's human nature to crave routine and stability. Our brains are wired to resist disruption of patterns we've become accustomed to. This fear of change can prevent us from standing out. It's not that we don't want to improve or evolve, but the uncertainty that comes with change can be paralyzing. We may worry about what we'll lose or whether we'll be able to cope with the new situation. We may question our abilities or wonder if we're ready for the challenges that may come our way. The fear of change can make us stick to what's comfortable, what's known, and what's predictable. But remember, every great achievement was once a change that someone dared to embrace. So, are we going to let the fear of change dictate our lives? Or are we going to muster the courage to break out of our comfort zones and stand out? The fear of change can make us stick to the familiar, even when it holds us back. Finally, the 10th reason is the fear of losing control. This fear is not uncommon among those who hesitate to stand out from the crowd. It's the fear that, once we step out of our comfort zones and into the spotlight, we might not be able to manage the pressures and expectations that come with it. It's the worry that we might lose our grip on the reins of our lives, and that can be deeply unsettling. We might fear that our actions might spiral out of our control, leading to unexpected and potentially negative outcomes. This fear can be paralyzing, and it can deter us from taking the initiative to stand out. We may prefer to stay within the confines of our comfort zone rather than risk the potential loss of control. But remember, growth often comes from stepping into the unknown and facing our fears head-on. The fear of losing control can keep us from taking risks and standing out. So, these were the 10 reasons people fear standing out from the crowd. We've journeyed through the anxieties of criticism, rejection, failure, and even success. We've explored the fears of the unknown, isolation, responsibility, being judged, change, and losing control. Each of these fears can hold us back, but recognizing them is the first step towards overcoming them. This is a journey we're all on together. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to House Lux Estate for more insightful videos.